Today on Cairn Creek, we're going to do something the same but different. We're at a different location, so we took you guys mobile today, and we're going to show you how we're going to do a driveway. We are 15 minutes away from Cairn Creek, and obviously during the week we don't work at Cairn Creek all the time. That's just where we go and have fun and do our side hustle at working on the barns and all that stuff. There is a reason why we can afford to do that, and that's what I'm going to show you today. We have a construction company where we do a lot of excavation, a lot of sewer lines, water lines, concrete work, from one-day jobs up to 2-3 week jobs. This job we're on today should only take 2 days. Let's go ahead and show you our project. So what we have here is a driveway. It's approximately 60 feet long and I think 22 feet wide. As you can see, the asphalt, the life expectancy has been served and it's struggling. So we're going to tear out all the asphalt. Check out our base. Should have some good gravel base underneath of it, so we shouldn't have to haul in any gravel. We have a galvanized culvert that's existing. We'll have to closer inspect that after we get it dug up to see if we need to replace that. At this point, I don't know what we have to, if we have to replace it. This ditch is fairly shallow, shouldn't take a lot of watershed. The dogs are very excited. I just told you guys we were 15 minutes away from Cairn Creek. So if we look in the distant, looking south, if we look down to the top of the hills, there's one peak. See that peak way down? As the bird flies, that's probably 6-7 miles, I don't know. That is the top side of Cairn Creek. Isn't that cool? You can actually see that peak for miles around. Ditto, if you're up on top, you can see for miles this way. South, east, west. So it's really cool. That relates back to the Indian history at Cairn Creek, is why I think it's so important with those rock cairns, why it's called Cairn Creek. I think that point was so distinguishable from so many miles away. That's the significance of the location. Longest intro ever. Halloween moon still up. The customer and I both agreed these old head walls were more of a hazard than they were helpful. So we're going to go ahead and pull them out. But the wonder of hydraulics on this Kubota mini excavator makes quick work of these old head walls, even though they had a ton of reinforcement in them. The new product will just be flush concrete out to the edge of the culvert. So you're thinking, wow, all concrete jobs come with free gutter cleaning. Incorrect. We had to clean this gutter out so it'd dry out. It was basically holding water with all the leaves in it, and it was going to drip on the new concrete. So we had to clean it out so it'd dry out. Well, I guess there's good news and there's bad news. Good news is we got the concrete pretty much already here. But it's 12:20. We couldn't get concrete till tomorrow morning. Just too late in the day to get that organized. But we got plenty of time left today to do some other projects. That's what we're going to do. And then we got concrete coming at, I believe, 8 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see you back then at 8 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, back in the truck, almost back to the job site. I wanted to show you guys that beautiful sunrise getting ready to peek its head over the foothills here in southern Ohio. Concrete will be here at 8 o'clock. Hoping to be completely wrapped up with this job by no later than lunch. So lunch, I'm saying maybe noon, 11:30. So we'll see. Here we are, friends, back on the job site the next morning. We have everything ready. Everything's compacted. We had to add a little bit of fill to get our grade up so we didn't waste as much concrete. Typically on driveways, we'll just do 4 inches. Out by the road, it's a little bit thicker, about 6 inches. Concrete's easy. It's kind of like drywall. It's one of those things that just takes repetition to learn how to do. Once you learn the concrete, get comfortable with the concrete, that's when you are able to get better. There's tons of concrete guys out there, tons of concrete companies. Here in Chillicothe, you got a handful to choose from. The biggest thing usually with concrete is, believe it or not, is getting somebody to do a job. People is usually really booked up. The 2020 mentality is, hey, I want this done. People usually want it done ASAP. I'm guilty of that myself. When I want something, I usually want it quick. So that's okay. But that is the number one drawback usually, is when you want a concrete driveway or a patio, a sidewalk. Any type of concrete project anymore, it seems like that's the biggest heel, is getting somebody to actually show up and give you an estimate, and then 2, actually perform the job within a timely manner. So, hope you enjoyed the video so far. This will be the exciting part. This is where the money gets come in. Those trucks roll in with that concrete, and we're going to get to work, and we're going to work our butt off. Concrete is like that. You work your tail off to wait. That sounds crazy, but now if it's summer, super hot, there's usually not much breaks. But this time of year, it's cool right now. It's probably 42 degrees. It's supposed to get up to 60 later today, but like I said, we should be done and out of here by noon. Let's go. Pappy giving his usual pep talk to the drivers. They all love him. Let me tell you, this week in Southern Ohio is on fire. Beautiful week. This is Thursday now. This will be our last morning here at the concrete job, and it's only going to be about an hour's worth of work. This morning we got a saw cut. We cut control joints in this concrete, basically giving it a place to shrink and crack. Concrete's just like a dry mud puddle out in the backyard. Once it loses all that water, the mud shrinks and cracks, and that's what concrete does. So that's why we put them saw cuts in there. We call them control joints. Here we are pulling in now. Another concrete job by JSF. That's our construction company. This driveway was 20 by 60. Everything turned out real nice. The homeowner's going to actually backfill these edges with dirt to save some money, and it looks good. From beautiful southern Ohio with Cairn Creek in the distant background, thank you all for watching. I'll put my contact information in the link below in the description. So in case anybody local is interested in some concrete work done, you guys can hit us up. We do a lot of concrete excavation, sewer lines, water lines. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was definitely something different. Not at Cairn Creek, but it's a good way to show you how we make a living to afford Cairn Creek and do concrete. Cairn Creek, over and out.